Welcome back to WC Coins World, your home for detailed coin history, numismatic deep dives, and the fascinating stories behind the coins we hold in our hands every day. In today's episode, we're taking a deep, comprehensive look at one of the most iconic and celebrated coins in American history, the United States Bicentennial Quarter, minted in 1975 and 1976. This coin was not just currency, it was a symbol of national pride, a commemorative piece, and a treasured collector's item. So sit back, relax, and join me on a journey through American history, coin design, mint processes, and collector value, as we explore everything there is to know about the Bicentennial Quarter. Before we even talk about the coin itself, we have to understand why it was made. The year 1976 marked the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, a monumental milestone in the history of the United States. This bicentennial event was celebrated across the country with parades, events, exhibits, and yes, special coinage. The idea to commemorate the bicentennial with unique coin designs was first introduced in the early 1970s. As plans for the national celebration began taking shape, Congress and the U.S. Mint wanted to mark this historic occasion in a way that would reach every American. And what better way than through the very coins that pass through our hands each day? In 1973, the U.S. Congress passed legislation authorizing the American Revolution Bicentennial Coinage Program, allowing the Mint to create special designs for the quarter dollar, half dollar, and dollar coin, the first time circulating. U.S. coins would feature commemorative designs since the 1920s. The Mint held a national competition for new reverse designs for these coins. Artists and sculptors from around the country submitted their work. The goal was to create images that honored the spirit of 1776 and the values of freedom, liberty, and patriotism. More than 900 designs were submitted. After a rigorous review process, the winners were announced in March 1974. The winning reverse design for the quarter was created by Jack L. H.R., a graphic designer from Arlington Heights, Illinois. His design featured a colonial drummer, also known as a Minuteman, facing left with a victory torch, surrounded by 13 stars, to represent the original colonies. This image was symbolic of the Revolutionary War and the fighting spirit of the early American patriots. It captured the theme of liberty and courage, without portraying a specific historical figure, making it universally representative of the era. The obverse, or front, of the coin remained the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932. However, there was a key difference. Instead of the typical date, the obverse of the bicentennial quarter displayed a dual date, 1776 to 1976, commemorating 200 years of American independence. The bicentennial quarters were minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark coins produced here have no mint mark. Denver Mint, D minted with the D mark. San Francisco Mint, S produced both proof and silver-clad collector versions. A total of over 1.6 billion bicentennial quarters were struck for circulation, making it one of the most produced coins in U.S. history. Here's a breakdown. Philadelphia, no mint mark, over 809 million coins. Denver, D, over 860 million coins. San Francisco, S, millions of special proof and silver-clad versions, in addition to regular copper-nickel-clad versions for circulation. The San Francisco Mint also struck 40% silver-clad bicentennial quarters. These were sold in special collector sets and never released into general circulation. These silver coins were included in both proof sets and uncirculated mint sets. They are distinguishable by weight and edge color. They lack the distinct copper strip on the edge. Today, they remain highly collectible and are more valuable than their face value, especially in pristine condition. When the bicentennial coins were released starting in mid-1975, the public responded with massive enthusiasm. Banks across the nation ordered them in bulk, and many Americans hoarded them as keepsakes. Unlike modern commemorative coins, these bicentennial issues were intended for circulation, which meant that almost every American had access to them, regardless of wealth or status. It was a unifying, nationwide event. Many people mistakenly believe that these coins were only made in 1976, but they were actually minted in both 1975 and 1976. No quarters were released with a 1975 date. Only the dual date 1776 to 1976 design was produced during those 2 years. Over the years, numerous rumors and myths have surrounded the bicentennial quarter. Some claim there are rare 1975 quarters or double die errors worth thousands of dollars. Let's clear up a few. Number 1975 Washington quarters were ever struck. All quarters from 1975 and 1976 bear the 1776 to 1976 date. Error coins do exist, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks, and these can fetch a premium, but only in rare cases. The silver-clad versions are sometimes confused with error coins due to their different appearance, but they were intentionally minted for collectors. So what are these coins worth today? Most circulated bicentennial quarters are still worth 25 cents, as over a billion were made and many survive in good condition. However, coins in mint state, MS-65 or higher, especially from the Denver and Philadelphia mints, can sell for a few dollars to even hundreds in rare grades. Proof versions, especially those graded PR69 or PR70 by PCGS or NGC, are highly collectible. Silver bicentennial quarters, depending on silver prices and condition, can be worth $5 to $15 or more. In general, the historical value and nostalgia make them more desirable than their intrinsic or numismatic value in most cases. But rare errors or pristine condition coins are the exception. If you're unsure whether you have a silver bicentennial quarter, here's what to look for. Edge test. Copper nickel-clad coins will show a copper stripe along the edge. Silver coins will appear solid silver. Weight test. Silver-clad quarters weigh about 5.75 grams, while clad versions are lighter, at 5.67 grams. Mint mark and packaging. Most silver versions come from the San Francisco Mint and are found in original mint sets or proof sets. Using a scale and magnifying glass can be very helpful for quick home identification. The bicentennial quarter holds a special place in American culture. It wasn't just a coin. It was part of a national movement to reflect on 200 years of independence, struggle, and progress. Even today, nearly 50 years later, these quarters remain in circulation, passed from hand to hand, often saved by people who remember the bicentennial year with fondness. In the world of numismatics, the 1976 bicentennial quarter marked a shift, proving that commemorative coins could both circulate and hold cultural weight. It also inspired later programs like the 50 State Quarters, 1999 to 2008, and the America the Beautiful series, 2010 to 2021, paving the way for creative coin design in everyday commerce. To wrap up, the 1976 bicentennial quarter is more than just pocket change. It's a symbol of American heritage, artistry, and collective memory. Whether you're a collector, historian, or just a curious coin enthusiast, the story behind this coin offers a rich window into American culture.